Good morning, that lady. Woo, I know you probably can't even see me. Can you see my teeth? Woo, it is early in the morning. It is 5:30 a.m. and I am on my way to the hospital to have my ablation. I haven't come on here in a while to give you an update on my situation with my fibroids. So in one of my first videos on this channel, I talked about having fibroids as well as a cyst on my left ovary. And I, of course, went to my gynecologist, and that's how I found out that I had that. And I knew I had something because my cycle was horrendous. It was, I called it a crime scene every month. And you know, my cycle would last for days on end. Most of the month I was on a cycle, and it was just not normal at all. You know, typically I'm very regular, you know, 5, maybe 6 days on, maybe 1 or 2 days slightly heavy, but not extreme. And, you know, this past year, I've been experiencing a lot of clotting, and it was just terrible. So my gynecologist, I went to her, and she was like, well, do you want to have any more children? And she's asking me at 51, do I want to have any more children? And I said, no, I'm pretty much done. And she said, okay, well, I can give you a hysterectomy. We can save your ovaries. Your cyst is clear, so I can remove that. And, you know, that be that. And you know, that sounded like a logical option to me. So I said, yeah, like, sign me up. When can I have that done? And so she said, well, get with my scheduler, and, you know, we'll decide when that'll be. So I came home and I shared the information with my husband, and this was in January, I believe, January or February. And you have to excuse me because I had to take a shower. I couldn't put lotion or makeup or anything on. And it is humid here. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is so humid. But at any rate, my husband was like, you know what, I know that you need this procedure, but I would really feel more comfortable if you could wait until more people got vaccinated, you know, things cleared up a bit. And at first I thought that was such a selfish thing for him to say, because he knew how I suffered every month. And, you know, I was just like, wow, you don't want me to live my best life, because this is this is not a good thing. And so I adhered to that. I didn't schedule right away. But in the meantime, I still wanted a solution. I needed reprieve. And I started looking around, and I remembered I had interviewed on my other channel. I have another YouTube channel, Coach Sherry. And I had interviewed a chiropractor, and she also performed Eastern medicine, which is more natural remedies for issues. You know, she gets to the root cause and prescribes to you vitamins, natural vitamins that, you know, will really help your situation. And at first I took my daughter to her because my daughter was having some challenges with her skin. They tried to diagnose it as eczema, and all they wanted to do was give her steroids. That's the dermatologist. And I just didn't believe that, because, you know, she's 19, and it was just like all of a sudden, and it was just really strange. So I took her to that chiropractor, and she was like, you know, she needs to detox her liver. She has this allergy, that allergy, and she was able to prescribe to her vitamins, and like within a few days her skin started to really clear up. And so as I saw her progression, I said, wait a minute, I wonder if she could help me, you know, with my situation. You know, let me tell you, this is the time to try. You know, as I'm waiting for more time to go by to get the hysterectomy. So I contacted her. Oh, my daughter is stopping at Starbucks. I had to stop eating by 10 p.m. last night, and I would love to have some coffee right now, I can tell you that. But at any rate,
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
going to pause it here. So I went to the chiropractor, and I told her my challenges that I was having with my fibroids, and she did a body scan on me, which is what she did for my daughter for her skin as well. And the body scan was one of the most remarkable experiences, first of all. And when you see someone go through it, like when I saw my daughter go through it, I was thinking, are you kidding me? Are you playing? Are you really not trying? Or but the way that she does it, it really works. It really works. And it's not something that you can pretend or front on and just try to say, I'm gonna keep my arm stiff so that it'll appear as if I'm strong in this area. No, your body really reacts to what she does to it, and she's able to pretty much accurately diagnose what your situation is and provide you with vitamins that can help get to the root of that problem. And so I have the list of the vitamins that I take since going to her. She also gives you the remedy of when to take it. So, you might have to take one vitamin 3 times a day. You might have to take it twice a day, once in the morning, twice in the morning, so she gives you that whole schedule. And I'm definitely going to make another video to share with you what is in those vitamins. And I took those, I started taking that, and then also at the same time, basically that same week, I was introduced to the V-Steam. I do have a video on that as well. And it's like the yoni, if you are familiar with that. But it's a vaginal steam, and it's herbs that are put into hot water, and you sit over it. And there's different herbs according to whatever your situation is. So I did take my 2 daughters with me, and they have their own challenges. One, like I said, is with her skin. So she did, her herbs was around skin cleansing, and we also did foot detox during that same time. And the one I did was for basically your uterus, and a healthy uterus, and detoxing the uterus. And so I was like, let me shoot my shot. What do I have to lose? I'm waiting to have my hysterectomy, so in the meantime, if I can do something to help my situation, great. The yoni and the vitamins, my cycle that next month was so light, I probably could have used a panty liner. So in lieu of the 3 pads at the same time that I have been wearing, I literally could have worn a panty liner. But because I stopped trusting my body, I kept wearing the 3 pads, and it was just such a light cycle. It was unbelievable. And I went and had, another yoni, and went back to the chiropractor to get my vitamins adjusted. And I told them both, the successes that I had. And I was just elated, because I really did not want to go through having a hysterectomy. I really did not. I was looking at videos on it, reading about it. And the recovery, I was going to have to stay in the hospital for 3 days and be out for 4 to 6 weeks. And I have so much going on. Not that I want to put my health aside for what I'm doing, going on in life, but it's an exciting time, and I just don't want to be slowed down, but I do want to be healthy. So I was going to do whatever it took, but I just really, if I could have avoided surgery, that would have been my preference. So I was getting excited, like, wait, I may not need a hysterectomy. This is wonderful. What's really going on? And the next month, I guess my body was like, you think you are going to get rid of me just like that? And so I had my cycle, and it was still it was a regular cycle. It wasn't as light as the month before, but it definitely was not as heavy as it had been. I had maybe 1 or 2 days of extremely heavy bleeding, but it wasn't clotting, so that was great. And I was just I was still pleased with those results. I wasn't mad at it at all. I was still thinking, wow, I probably don't have to get a hysterectomy still. But the crazy thing is, my cycle tracker, because it knows how erratic my cycle is, it would tell me, how it lets you know when you're gonna have your cycle. So it would say you can expect your cycle within 1 to 3 weeks. any day now between now and 3 weeks. And I would be like, what? So that's like every day this month I can expect it, because I would have it for like 21 days. And stay tuned for part 2 of my ablation. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.